Welcome back, Geek Ketchup family. Chris here, and we are at that time. It is playoff time in season 2 of the Geek Ketchup Retro Sports League Challenge. As you know, if you've been following along with us, I am playing as the Panthers. Kyle was playing as the Indianapolis Colts, and we are rocking out Tecmo Super Bowl 2015 on the NES emulator. And so this is the classic Tecmo Super Bowl game that you all remember, but with updated modern rosters. And so I've got Cam Newton and D'Angelo Williams and the Panthers. He's got Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton and all them with the Colts, and it's been a super cool season. If you followed along with me specifically, you know that I was struggling out the gate. I was 3-5 through the middle of the season, those first 8 games, but came back strong, finished the regular season 7-1, took over the lead in the NFC South, and was able to grab one of those playoff spots. So I'm going to take you through here, take a quick look at the standings and the playoff bracket, and then we'll jump into my game here. So looking at the standings here, AFC East, the Jets actually pulled it out, shut down Tom Brady to keep him out of the playoffs. And so that was a big surprise, but always good to see. AFC North here, we've got the Cincinnati Bengals with a solid 11-5 to win that division. And of course, you can see there the Cleveland Browns, who did get one of those wins over me late in the season, in at 8-7, but not good enough. Over to the AFC South, in my game, you can see the Colts barely took it out. Must have just squeaked right by the Titans and had those tiebreaker games for the in-division wins. And then this is really the serious one, right? Denver, 16-0. They make the perfect season. They got Peyton Manning out there right now. It was a good team. I believe this Denver team in real life went on to the Super Bowl to sadly take down my Carolina Panthers. So no surprise that they showed up big here, but that is a really impressive stat. And even that 4 points against line right there, 423 to 238, is massive. Almost 200 points more scored for Denver, so they clearly have a great defense as well. Popping over here to the NFC West, another tight division. Arizona squeaking it out over the Niners. We'll bounce here to the NFC East, where the Philadelphia Eagles are really tight as well over the Giants. Must have had some tiebreakers. I definitely had to play the Eagles in the regular season, and they were stout. Shady McCoy ended up being the NFL season rushing king with over, I think, 2,000 yards and 20-plus touchdowns. It was nuts. And then going in here, Detroit 10-6 with that one-game lead to win that division. And with me here at the NFC South, you can see I did come back and was able to make it happen, make it to double-digit wins after that 3-5 start, and get some points over my opponents there. The big story here was really just getting 2 late-season wins over the New Orleans Saints, and I even knocked out Drew Brees in that game. It's on the YouTube channel, which I think probably helped me be able to seal the deal, because I don't think they went on to win much more after that. So up here looking at the playoff schedule, you can see Bengals and Broncos with those first round byes. And then you've got Colts, Chiefs, and Titans, Jets. So definitely some good matchups. We'll have to keep an eye on whether or not Kyle's Colts can make it deep into the playoffs. It'd be really interesting if I could do the same and I have to play the Colts in the CPU version in my Super Bowl, because of course we are not connected, being that it's the old school games. Looking over here, you've got the Lions with that first round bye, and then I actually was kind of surprised to see this, but I did get a first round bye as well. So super big deal for me coming back for when I did not think I was going to make the playoffs at all, to being one of the top teams in the NFC. But I've got a tough matchup there. I'm kind of hoping the Giants can actually squeak it out and just get Shady McCoy out of the picture. I don't really want to deal with him, but we will see what happens. Interesting, too, to point out that we've got two interdivision matchups here in Wild Card Weekend with the Giants Eagles and the Cardinals Niners. So I imagine that those will be pretty tough games. So let's back out here. Let's go ahead and get these started. We're going to simulate through and see what happens. It is the playoffs, and just want to give you this showcase. Indy beats Kansas City big time, 37-20. That is good to see. That is good to see. All right, who's next here? Oh, the Niners getting Frank Gore back. I imagine that's going to be helpful. Got that NFC West matchup. And Arizona pulls it out. Frank Gore was not enough. Another 10-point lead there. So that is a good start to our playoff bracket. So here we got the AFC first round. Jets and Titans. Ooh, and the Titans keep the New York Jets from achieving glory. Look at that. Geno Smith just couldn't get it done. Another West Virginia guy. And an old name that you don't see anymore, Jake Locker, leading his team to victory. All right, let's fingers crossed for these Giants here. Go Giants. Come on. Knock Shady McCoy out of the 20. Oh, it was not enough. Victor Cruz gets hurt. Oh no, that was a pause in the middle of the game. It is not over. Ah, Rashad Jennings. The Eagles are just beating up on the Giants. What is happening? Can they overcome the odds? No, they can't. 28-13 with two starters going down. That is massive. LaShawn McCoy continuing to do shady things. 12 rushes, 165 yards. That is the nature of the game this season with this roster. So definitely going to be tough. It looks like that is who I am going to be playing here when I jump in. So with that, I'll come right back and we will jump into the first game that I have, that divisional round, which is going to be against the Eagles. So stay tuned, find the video, and we'll get playing here in just a minute. Stay saucy, you nerds.